Hello, hello. It's Amy with Cookie Snack Attack and Seriously Sweet. This is not a normal night to stream, but we're doing this during the summertime where we catch 2 nights during the week. It is so good to see so many of you popping on here. I'm super excited. And Myra, I'm so excited you're here because we're going to attempt to do something out of the book that you had sent to me. So I'll tell you guys more about that in just a second. Let's get back up here. I'm going to let this play down at the bottom for a little bit. It's got all our contact info, so we don't have to go into that tonight. And don't mind me. It's a rough hair day, but I did not want to miss this live stream. So, hi guys. How is everybody? I feel like I need a little individual monitor that like takes me into each one of your houses and brings you all together, like one of those Zoom backgrounds where it puts you all like in a college setting where you're where the teacher would be at the front and you guys would be like all stacked up, or like a college or like a conference center or something like that. I feel like I need to like put you each in one of those little seats. That would be so fun to see you, whatever you guys are, a little sneak peek into your houses and businesses to what you're doing while we're live streaming. I think it'd be totally fun. Hey, Charlotte, you're on the train. Yay! And you're on time. I just saw that. Hey, Lisa, how are you? Well, hello. Hey, is May here? Maite, is she here? If you're here, normally your name doesn't show up, but you say hola, and then I know it's you. So if you're here, let me know. So guys, couple things super quick because I want to go right into what we're doing tonight. I just wanted to remind you, if you are in the wildflower class, this class, that is this Saturday. The live portion in the Facebook group is from 4 to 7 on Saturday night, and then there'll be a Zoom right after. And you know what? That reminds me, I think I need to set the Zoom link up. I'm not sure I did that yet, but I'll try to do that tonight after this live stream. Anyway, we'll have a Zoom Q&A after the class. However, if you're in that class, you need to watch tomorrow night. I'm going to be live streaming into the group tomorrow night with how to prepare your background. So I'll talk you through the icing colors and also how to, you'll do your whole background of your cookie tomorrow night so that it can dry 24 hours. Or you can do it Saturday morning and get it in a dehydrator at a 105 temperature, and it'll be fine in time for class at 4. But don't forget, that's this weekend. If you're not up to doing it this weekend, don't worry. You can do this by video replay. Okay, so let me take care of that. And then don't forget, this is also coming up. This is our beach collaboration. There is a totally separate group that houses all of the collaborations now. So all the guidelines are in there, plus these photos to show you what to do. Plus, I have reached out to a bunch of you on particular cookies for the next collaboration that's coming up. So I hope you're going to be able to help out with that. And recently we did a live stream called Bows and Beads. It was last Tuesday. I think it was not this past Tuesday, but the Tuesday before at 7 p.m. So you can find that on our YouTube channel and watch that. It's going to show you some things that I picked up very affordably at Michael's to use for any of your 4th of July cookies. So you get some good photos while you're creating all these awesome cookies over the next couple of weeks. Okay. And then tonight, we decided that we would stream twice a week at night right now because I haven't been able to make a lot of the Tuesday morning or the Tuesday at noon, which we're going back to that. Don't worry. We may even pick up additional live stream nights as we go forward. But right now, because of some special project I'm working on that I can't tell you all about, that's why we're having these extra nights during the week. So anyway, during the Team USA, let me just make sure that everything's okay here. I just got an alert on something. During the Team USA that we did to help raise money to send the ladies to Milan to compete, one of the prizes was Cake Duchess Modeling Guide for Animals and a tub of their modeling paste. So I told you guys the other day that we were going to do something coastal themed that I could hopefully slide into the like the background or the frame on the beach collaboration. It's not going to be my actual beach collaboration piece, But it was something I was hoping to do that fit the color scheme and we could slide it in. So I'm just going to be using this satin ice. This came in a box recently that I got from somewhere. I'm going to use this and I'm going to color it using Americolor Teal. Actually, hold on just a second. I thought I still had an open Hobby Lobby. I thought I still had an open. Yes, I have a Hobby Lobby teal, which I'm going to use. So it'll be something easy that all of you can get a hold of. It's actually even under the old Sunnyside label. That's what I'm trying to think of the word. The old labels. So I'm going to try to use this up so that you guys don't feel like you have to get Americolor. And I thought it would be fun tonight. I know this probably sounds silly to you because most of you are like, oh, I don't know if those things work. They never work when I follow the directions. And you say things like that and you're like, oh, but I bet it's easy for you. But I just want to tell you, it's not easy for me. It's no more easy for me than it would be for you. It's no more hard for me than it would be for you. It's just trying, practicing, and following directions. So I set tonight up specifically to do everything on camera with you, like how we used to run the old cookie cams where you just watched them real time. You can come and go as you want to. I'm not going to edit it. You're going to see exactly what's going on. But Myra won this prize during the Team USA raffles and sent it to me to do something for the group. So I wanted to do something for the group as soon as possible. And if you are on with us and you can find this to where you can put a link, it's actually a UK company, I believe. So if you can find a link to this, somebody, and post it in the comments on one of the Facebook pages, then it will pop up as a live link after the live stream ends. Okay. Right now, I don't think it'll let you go to it, but I thought it would be fun tonight to actually look at just the dolphin, because this has tons of little critters. If you want to get started modeling or just start somewhere for making cookies or embellishments for your cupcakes or your cakes, this is a cute little book. I mean, it has all of these animals right here that you can do. So I thought I would challenge myself tonight to either to either my benefit or to your laughter, to see if I actually could follow the book directions and model one of these cute little dolphins. So that is exactly what we're going to try to do. And I am sorry, it was just a couple minutes after 7 when I got on here, but when I tried to load the photos and the video to StreamYard, it hit an update, which was not there 4 hours ago, but it's okay. It's not my usual night to stream. So I guess it's a night that they put updates up, which is no big deal. I'm totally okay with that. And I'm almost ready, you guys. I do want to show you one thing though. So let me play this, because the other thing I wanted to tell you is we are halfway through the year on our gnome and floral. And the other day I showed you a quick video with a snippet of all of the 12 tutorials that we've done so far, 6 gnome and 6 floral. So I have that uploaded with the music. It's 1 minute and 30 seconds. I'm going to show that to you really quick, take care of pulling the other item that I need, and then we're going to start this challenge. It is not too late to jump in. Honestly, you guys, I have black food gel all over my fingernails again. I thought I had it all taken off, but I just spotted it again. Anyway, it's not too late to jump in on the yearly tutorial group. So take a look at this. These are the 12 that we've already done. You have full access to them. They're all recorded, all organized by guide in the private Facebook group for this tutorial group. It was a paid tutorial group. You can still purchase the group you can still purchase the class, which will give you access to the pre-recorded 12 videos, 6 gnome, 6 floral, and it will also give you access to the 6 that are coming up, which are pre-recorded and dropped into the group on the 1st of each month. So we have July through December to go. And if I do say so myself, the next 3 months is really cute. I think you're going to love it. So be looking for the July one to drop a couple of days early so that you can actually use it for 4th of July if you want to. Please make sure that if you own the cutters, don't give the cutters away after you use them, because you're going to see some of those cutters next year into Tutorial Tuesday. So you'll already have your cutters for the shapes if you're in this group. We're going to try to keep using things in multiple places so that it's not so expensive for you guys. So hang on to that. Watch the video real quick. I'll be right back. Did you like that cute video? That shows you the 6 gnomes we've already done and the 6 florals that we've done. And what's so nice about the gnome and floral series is that it is going to form a really cute, cohesive year-long set that you can put in a shadow box or you can display in your cookie room. You can preserve them and do that and keep them long-term. But what is really cool about them, if you guys are really watching what we're doing and watching the videos, even if you can't make the cookies, there's so many techniques that we've already learned between those 12 tutorials, plus all the bonus ones that are in the group. And I've already seen a lot of you using those techniques on different items or looks or themes. And I'm so excited to see how you're using everything. It's really amazing to me. All right, so let's see. Let's get up here and go back through these comments, okay? You just bought a, oh, how fun. A copper cutter too, nice. Let's see, Pops, oh, I'm from Oregon. How are you? Janie, you doing all right? I saw really cute patriotic cookies from you today on your feed. Hey, Nadine, how are you? Super slick cookie with that lady. I think we're going to need a whole series called Canadian Lady, and you're going to have to just make her doing all kinds of different things. That was a really cute cookie. Well, maybe after the next CookieCon, because she's teaching that same eyeball at CookieCon for her elective. Maybe after that's over, we can get her to come in the group and do an eyeball. But I know they usually like for you to keep it for them specifically until the events are over. Cookie for tomorrow night, it's on your Cookie Snack Attack cards, which you do need to print out, because to do the tissue transfer method on Saturday, you're going to need the card, because everything is sized to scale to fit a 4x6 up to a 5x7 cookie. Okay. And tomorrow night, I'll probably go live at 7, because that seems to be an easy time. Once my husband's home, so he can take care of some things for me, so I can actually come in the cookie studio. So I'll be doing that live, where it goes right into just that group tomorrow night at 7. That's the Wildflower class group. Not too late to join. Okay, you can use whatever you want, but I am so hooked on the royal glaze and how easy it is to pipe with it. It's not hurting my hand. My flower petals and leaves are keeping their shape. So it would be great if you did royal glaze for Saturday. I think you'll have a much easier time. You won't have such a stiff icing. You won't have to make it so stiff where it'll be hard to pressure pipe. I'm super excited. I'm excited you're going to be in the collaboration too. Hey, Jessie Ann, how are you tonight? I hope you are doing well. You guys share the stream. Oh, Holly, your name showed tonight. And Charlotte, post your June gnome. I can't wait to see it. The name of the book and the author. So this is, I'm going to show you, I'll put the book upward so it'll all be in the video, okay? It's Cake Duchess, Modeling Guide for Animals, 12 unique step-by-step modeling projects by renowned cake artists. All right, and I don't want to mispronounce her name, so I'm just going to let you read it. And then down here at the bottom, the only other thing on the book is design and photography, okay? And on the side, on the binding, we've just got the author's name. Let me just see if I can get that to focus. There we go, author's name and the name of the book. All right, so here we go. We'll see how this goes. I just don't know. I usually practice, like I plan, I'm doing a design I've done. I practice a lot before I show you a technique because I want you to see the best way to do it. So we'll see what happens. You had a tornado. Oh, I'm glad you guys are okay. I didn't see anything on the news before I hopped in here, but I was really trying to get everything caught up. We're so glad you're safe. All right, let's go, guys. Are you ready? And I think, let's see what this says. Oh, we have a lot of comments that just popped up. Hey, Renee, how are you? I'm looking forward to seeing you in Orlando. Are you going to be in Orlando? I feel like I have the right Renee. Do I have the right Renee? You going to CookieCon in Orlando? Let's get here. Nadine's laughing. Yes, that wet lemon look. That was a really fun gnome to do. Hey, Jackie, how are you tonight? I hope everything is going well for you. Oh, good. And I have two sets of cutters left, two sets that can ship immediately. If you've ordered cutters, everything has shipped, okay? Those were so cool, though. They were very, very pretty, Janie. Royal glaze. Okay, so Jessie Ann, true royal icing. This is how it was explained to me. True royal only has meringue in it, and true glaze only has corn syrup. So royal glaze, you remember the Franken frosting where they used to make them both up separately and then they blend some and they called that Franken frosting? Well, really, people have been playing, I guess, I don't know for how long, maybe 10 years or more, with blending in some corn syrup into their regular royal icing. And then people with royal icing are always playing with how much meringue powder they use. So I don't know, over the last 5 years, I guess I've been playing with creating something that has meringue powder and the corn syrup in it, but I was still calling it my regular royal icing recipe when it truly isn't. Really, it's a royal glaze because it's got both of those ingredients in it. So I have put out the recipe that I have pushed to the maximum boundaries of meringue and corn syrup. That's out in my last couple of classes because the last couple of classes have involved a lot of pressure piping for florals. And it's just the corn syrup gives your icing a softer bite. So if you're one of those people that really loves to do the big florals that sit up on your cookies, and you're worried about how that icing's going to be for people, it's fabulous for that. It gets stiff enough that you can bag it. It's really great for puffy lettering. I don't have any trouble with cratering. I get great designs when I'm doing tipless piping. But it's really great. I really like it. I really enjoy it. And it's the maximum amount of corn syrup I can get in with that amount of meringue powder to do all the things that I just told you. So I'm hoping it's working well. Oh, good, Charlotte. I'm glad. And yes, so Miss Jackie is saying that Royal Mix doesn't not have meringue powder in it, and you can add corn syrup or glycerin for more of a shine. So now I'm talking about just going meringue powder and corn syrup in my base icing. That's what I use. So I can't tell you about all of the other things off of that, but if somebody wants to do a demo and talk, send me a message and let me know. I'd love to have you on. Okay, so and it's lighter. I have a lot of trouble with my hand here, the tendons in my hand, and this just works so great for me. So now what we're going to do is find out if I can follow directions. And I'm laughing inside hysterically right now because this says skill level easy. Do you guys ever start off modeling anything? I mean, anybody but May. Does anybody start off thinking this is going to be so easy, it's not going to be a problem? I never start off there. I usually start off with the one that I try to make and then I have to kill it. Right. And then I move to the next one, which I'm a little happier with. And usually by the third, fourth, or fifth one, I'm like, oh, I really like this. And oh, I could change this and this and it'll be better. So we're going to see how this goes tonight. But the first thing that I want to do, it appears as if this has just white and then the gray. So where this one is gray, I'm going to make mine turquoise. So the very first thing I'm going to do, and that's because I want to include it. I want to take a shot of it and turn it into a PNG file, which means it has a transparent background around it. And I want to use the little dolphin as part of like the edging on our banners or templates or whatever for the beach collab. Hey, Sharon, how are you tonight? It's good to see you. All right, so let's get going. I'm just going to warm this up a little. This is the pearl. This is the shimmer fondant from Satin Ice. And a lot of you got this in class boxes last year. If you did the advanced classes where they had different things in your boxes, some of you got gold, some of you got silver, some of you got pearl. It just happens to be the only small container that I have at the house right now. I'm not using it because of the pearl. I'm literally using it because it's the only white fondant I have here. And I didn't want to break open the big thing of modeling paste. I just want to do something quick tonight. So let's just warm this up a little bit. And then we're going to split it in half. And I'm going to color half in turquoise. And then I'm going to leave the other half in the white. And then we're going to see how this goes. So this is truly like the old cookie cam where I'm just going to leave this running while I fool around with this and you guys can watch. It's at your own risk, I guess. Oh, I hope you've had a good week. I've had a very, very busy week. I feel good about my week, but it's been excessively busy. And I can't tell you why yet. But when I tell you why, I'm going to tell you all at once, show you pictures, and you're going to know what's been going on around this place. All right, so let's just do a little. This is teal. So I like to use teal to get a very light turquoise shade because I used to live on the west coast of Florida, and on the west coast of Florida, we had the most beautiful, clear turquoise shaded water that you could see all the way to the bottom of the ocean where we were. And I just loved it. So I like to use teal to go to really what's a light turquoise shade, but I need a little bit more because that's not going to show up good on camera. It looks fine in person to do this real small pastel, but and then you guys know we've colored a lot of fondant together over the last year. I'm just basically dabbing the driest parts of the gel so that I'm not adding too much moisture. But I am going to have to put a little bit, like one dot. There's not that much in here. I'm going to have to put one little dot of some coloring in here. Hope everybody got their text alerts. If you didn't, watch the bottom of the screen and sign up for the text alerts because it will be either Thursday or Friday night that we'll be doing the additional live streams during the week. And I'm just going to be right up front with you guys because I try to be transparent with you so you know what's going on. It's going to be a little chaotic like this. My prediction is that it will be chaotic like this until okay, now in person, I've got really good differences, but I can tell on the camera you can't really see. So let's go just a little darker. It's going to be chaotic like this with the when I get to live stream and when I don't until the end of July. After the end of July, we should be, oh, that's way too much. And I don't want to put it back in, so I'm just going to take some off with a paper towel. Hold on, I'm going to rip a piece of paper towel off, and I'll take some of that gel off. But that's just too much. That's way more than I want. So let's just put that there for now. Okay. And I'm always putting that gel into the center so I don't get too much of it on my gloves. And I always do this part with gloves so that gel doesn't stain my hands. But You know, sometimes you don't have gloves handy and something spills, and that's how I wind up with, I wind up with color all over my hands and fingernails and under my fingernails, and I have to bleach my hands for days to get out. All right, I think this is enough. You guys tell me. That shadows from the book. Is that enough of a color difference, or do you want me to go darker? Oh, thank you to the Facebook user that posted the Duchess modeling guide step by step. I appreciate that. All I can see is it says Facebook user, but thank you very much. And Sandra, hello. Sandra, I did reply to you through the community texting about your question. Meeting on the West Coast sounds totally fun. I've never been to California. Did you guys know that? I haven't. Love to go to California. Little Debbie, everybody wants a little bit darker. All right, I'll go one darker. I mean, it's not like we're in a hurry, right? It's kind of like a bonus night tonight. Let's pull up. Let's see if I can just take it from here because this is clumpy, so it won't add as much moisture. Let's try that. I don't know if that's one drop, but we're going to go with this, guys. This is probably more like 2 drops. But I think it'll be better on camera for you to see it really different. And I hope I did enough of this. I'm just planning on doing one dolphin. But I can color some more if you want to see more. All right. See what's going on here. Okay, so everybody good? All minds clear? Anybody want to get on the group prayer list? We got lots of people having surgery, lots of people that are trying to get well, people that were in the hospital that are now out of the hospital but still need to finish healing up. Oh, I think that's better, don't you? I like that. I think that's a really good contrast right there. Is that okay? Okay. West Coast of Florida is your hometown. Who is that? Because it just says Facebook user. Tell me who that is. I try to pay attention to where you, whoopsie, look at how I just already got that on the white, and we don't want that. So let's pull that off, get a fresh piece of parchment. All right, now I got to work that white into the teal though, because they stuck together because this one's so warm because I've been kneading it. All right, now I have no, and again, this is the color I'm using. It's an old label, but it's the Hobby Lobby Sunny Side Up brand in teal to get to this shade, which is fantastic color for your beach collaboration. No, Sweet Sally is East Coast. Sweet Sally lives on the East Coast. Are you saying that Sally OL, Allison? Maybe her hometown is West Coast, but she lives on the East Coast. All right, here we go. I don't know if I'm ready for this, but I'm willing to give it a shot for you guys. So in the book, this is called Dolphin with Fin and Flipper. So I guess the dolphins are named. Now let's talk about this. It says, confession time. There was a point in my life when I was young, mind you, that I dreamed of being a dolphin trainer. When I was a kid, they were my favorite animals, and my bedroom was adorned with dolphin posters. Of course, growing up, I decided that they really don't belong in shows or aquariums, so becoming a trainer probably wasn't the best course of action. Still, they kept calling to me. When I was 21, I went backpacking. This is not me. This is the author, by the way. I went backpacking in New Zealand, and during the first week of my trip, I finally saw them in the wild. A few weeks later, I even managed to swim with one. How cool is that? Tell me in the comments if you have ever swam with dolphins. I know several of you have because we've talked about it before, but tell us over in the comments and I'll post it on the screen in a second. Granted, it was the world's smallest dolphin and I had to plow my way through a million sandflies for the experience. Okay, that was painful for her, I'm sure. Nonetheless, it was truly amazing and I'll always cherish that memory. Obviously, a dolphin had to be included in my first book. If this is her first book, I'm going to need her new books because this book is outstanding. Y'all really need to get this if you're interested in starting to model, because what I've read of it so far and the directions, very detailed. Okay, you'd be surprised how much of a challenge it was. Still, I think I've come up with a pretty foolproof way for creating one of these aquatic acrobats. Skill level easy. All right, well, we're going to be the judge of skill level easy. Now I'm going to prop the book up so it's not in your way, but so I can see it. So it says, it has a little section called stock up, and it says, or suffer the curse of sweating fondant. So it tells you to stock up with the modeling paste, with their brand of modeling paste, 2 8mm black sugar pearls, turquoise coloring, a sharp knife, a ball tool, and that's it. Okay, hold on. So we need a ball tool. We're going to try. All right, here's my ball tool. I've got 2 sizes. We'll use that. My X-Acto knives may not be here because I snagged them yesterday to use on another project. So how about I just use this like sharp spatula? I'll try to use that as my knife. We'll see if that works. We're just going to make do with what we have here. If that's too flimsy, then we will use our thingamajiggy to do our cutting with, okay? And then right behind me, if I haven't put them up yet, I should have some black pearls. But let's just see. Maybe not. Can our dolphin have can the dolphin have, no, pink eyes would make it look rabid probably, right? I don't know. Can aquatic animals get rabies? I don't know. But you know what I mean. It would make it look possessed. So I have itty bitty black, or I have white that I can color with my, I have some white that I can color with my edible ink markers, or I told you we were going to run real-time cookie cam. So it's not like a normal demo where I pulled everything. We're just going to learn. Oh, how about this, you guys? I have these. I think these will work. We're going to learn how to use what we have on our shelves. Okay, so I have this from I don't know what because there's no label on it, but there are some gray in here. So I'll pull those gray because they're 8mm, and I think probably the 8mm is more important, right? Because they would look really beady-eyed if I used little nonpareils. So we'll use this. Put that back. Glad we're doing this tonight because that might not be there in a few nights. That might be in a different spot. All right, so let's just open these up. So it specifically says 8mm though, so I'm going to try and stay as close as I can. By the way, does anybody know if May is here? Can anybody see May? Because sometimes her name doesn't show up. Don't forget next Tuesday night too, you guys, Brooke Taylor's going to come on and she's going to create a beach-themed isomalt piece for us. So she's going to show you how to do it. Are you kidding me? Can't get the lid open. That's going to be so bad because this is the kind of stuff that happens to me and I usually have to take it to my husband, but he is just getting home from work. So getting him right now is not an option. I need to leave him alone for a little bit. All right, let's use tweezers and pull a few of these gray ones out. I think it'll be okay that it's gray. It'll still look nice with our turquoise, but let's get 2 that are roughly the same size so our dolphin doesn't look lopsided. I guess maybe you won't notice. Oh, there's 2 that are perfect. All right, we're going to use those 2. I'm going to put them right here on this little tray to the side and put the lid back on this so I don't spill it because you know that could happen too. Oh, by the way, I wanted to show you guys these. Everybody with me? I want you to see these. You know, they put those these little baking things out every once in a while where they come out with something new. So I get these all the time to try them. They never really make it to the cookies or to cupcakes or whatever, or the icing that I was going to use them in. These are the bite-sized filled baking truffles, chocolate, caramel, dulce de leche. I'm sorry, but these are like straight up candy. These, I mean, maybe you can bake with them. I don't know. But this has turned into like my little grab 2 or 3 and have a snack when I need a sugar spike. They're very good if you like those. They're baking truffles, like baby. They're supposed to be baby truffles you can bake in your cookies and stuff. All right, back to the task at hand. So it says grams and sizes. It all depends on how big you need your dolphin to be. Obviously, the big teardrop shape, you start with the bigger your dolphin. I used, in her book, it says I used 50 grams for each of the teardrop. Body was 2 teardrops, 1 white, 1 turquoise, 50 grams each. The snout was only 5 grams, ball size shape 8, 1.5 centimeters. Fins are 6 grams. All right, we're going to guess at just a little bit of this, okay? So here we go. She has all kinds of stuff in here. Like she gives you like doing a whole cake. So I'm going to skip that part and we're just going to go right to the dolphin to see if we can follow along. So in the book, just so you know, it's laid out like this, like step 1, 2, and 3, 4 to 7, and 8. So by step 8, we will have a dolphin because after that, it's the Highland cow, which I think would be really cute to make, but not tonight. So we're going to start with the body. I'm just going to keep the book up here. Let's see. Oh, Sam with dolphins on a cruise. Oh, you swim with dolphins on a cruise. Okay, cool. Great. Yes, we're going to use gray. Yes, they are yummy. They're so yummy. It does need to be beach themed and using those colors. Okay. Thank you for that. And thank you for asking to clarify. And yeah, they're totally fantastic and didn't even make it to the baking room to bake with them. Just saying. All right. So let me look at what's here. I think I'm going to use my equally divided fondant here. I think what I normally do, I don't usually measure. I know you guys do. A lot of you do, but I have 2 balls of colored white and then the colored and the teal, same size. So what I'm going to do is just cut them in half. And that's how I'm going to decide. I'm going to cut the white in half and I'm going to cut the teal in half because it said to do 2 equal. I'm not going to weigh it because I don't want to get the scale out because, you know, I would on my first one when I start sculpting if it really needed to be precise, but I don't have any room to put that scale out right now. So I have my 2 pieces. So step 1 is rolling these 2 pieces into a teardrop. I'm just saying, absolutely not sure what you're going to get here, but we're going to give it a go. So it looks like they don't show you how to roll it, but just from doing other sculpted pieces and trying to copy what's in the book, it looks like you just have a little roll like this, get to this end, and then you kind of tap this. It looks like that's how they have it rolled, okay? So, and it looks like they're both supposed to be the same. Now, I want you guys to go buy this book. I think Jean said this was one of her first books, maybe. I think, didn't Jean say in Team USA that this is one of the first books or maybe her favorite book for sculpting cupcake toppers, like animals for cupcake toppers? That she started with maybe. So Jean does excellent cupcake toppers, cake toppers, all that kind of stuff in sculpting. All right. So I think I'm very close there. They look pretty good to me. They look okay to you? All right. So it says roll 2 teardrop shapes, same size and length, one colored white, the other turquoise. Okay. Cut a small strip off the bottom. You need to cut. This is where it gets crazy for me, you guys. Mind you, you need to cut both shapes the same height. Otherwise, they won't fit together again. Then attach the smaller white strip to the larger turquoise strip to create a teardrop shape. This time, perfectly dolphin colored. You might need to add some water or edible glue to stick the pieces together. Position it so the dolphin is lying on its belly. Well, from the picture, I think I know what I'm supposed to do. Cut a small strip off the bottom. I think that means the white. You need to cut both shapes at exactly the same height. Otherwise, they won't fit together again. Then attach the smaller white stripe to the larger turquoise stripe to recreate the teardrop. So I think this is what I'm supposed to do. I think I'm supposed to take this, and I think I'm supposed to cut this in half based on what it looks like in the book, okay? So I have this. Can you see that? Where I just cut it? And then I have this. And then we want to put these together. And do it like that. We're going to start here, and then I'm just going to work this turquoise to be a little bit longer, because in the picture it comes down over the white. This looks just like the picture in the book. That you make a teardrop shape with it, and then you bend the tail is what the picture looks like. So let's see. I don't know, guys. I'm just giving this a whirl. Okay, kind of looks more like a whale than a dolphin at this point, but we're going to go with it. My 7th grade science project was Imperial Guinness of the Gampus, which was endangered species of the whales. So I think I also had an infatuation with beach animals as a kid. All right, so it kind of looks like this in the picture, but maybe a little thinner here. Let's go a little bit more. Let's go a little bit more. You could put these two pieces back together with edible glue or water. I think either one, both of those worked for me when I was using satin ice before. But in the book, she's obviously referring to paste, okay? So that might make a difference. Let's keep that kind of rounded. I like that. I'm liking the shape. Do you guys like the shape? And then it says, use the ball tool to create 2 indents for the eyes and attach the 8mm black sugar pearls. Press them in firmly so it doesn't look like the dolphin's eyes are bulging. Okay, now they do that right on the side like this. Close to the front, over the white. And I'm just going to pop that in there and then push it in with the ball tool, okay? So it sinks down into the socket. I think that's why it's important. That right there is why it's important that you use an 8mm pearl, because you need to sink it in to the paste or the fondant or the modeling chocolate or whatever, where only like the top 25% of it shows. So you need that to be a certain size. All right, let's flip it over. Try to do it on the other side. How am I doing so far, guys? Am I okay? I think I'm matching the pictures pretty closely. All right, let's pop that one down in there. I'm just pressing it in. The fondant is still pretty tacky from having the gel added. So I think I'm okay. It looks very much like the picture, I think. Except I'm a little concerned about this. This looks like it needs to be, maybe this gets fixed later, but I'm going to leave it just like that, okay? So let's go to snout, flippers, and fins. All right, roll 2 ball shape, size 8 for the nose. It's just it's like the number 8, like those eyeballs. So I'm going to use that as my gauge for the nose. So I need 1 in turquoise, like pea size, right? You just need a pea size of this. So I'm going to roll 2, try to get them the same size. Yep, that looks pretty good to me. Does that look good to you guys? All right, so cut them, let's see, 1 for just like the body. Cut them in the same proportion as you cut the teardrop shape before sticking both pieces together and using some water or edible glue to attach it to the face. Okay, so basically you just squish them. The picture looks like you squish them together like this. All right, you keep them rounded, and then you just attach it to the face like this. So your turquoise is, oh, that is so cute. Oh my gosh, I can see a dolphin now. So you keep it rounded. Okay, and remember, mine's in teal, not in gray like it should be for a real dolphin, but I did that because I want to use it as part of our beach collaboration. And Myra, I can't thank you enough for this book. I've had so much fun looking through it at night. I've really enjoyed it. I appreciate you sending it to me, and I hope that this was, when you said use it for the group, I hope this is what you meant, because I really want you guys, if you want to start sculpting, I think you could do this. I do. Maybe not the first time, but definitely I think you could do it. All right, now it says you're nearly done. Only the fins left to make. You need 3 turquoise teardrops of the same size, 2 for the side fins, 1 for the back. Make the side fins slightly flatter and attach them with some water or edible glue. Cut off the bottom of the back fin and make a pointy end with your fingers. And don't forget to make a blowhole on top. So just so I don't forget that blowhole, let's do that first. I'm just going to use the small end of my ball tool, which is about a number 4. If you guys have these, this is almost, that's like a number 4 sugar bead, and this is like a 10. All right. Okay, we need fins. So we need 3. It did say 3, all the same size, right? 2 for the left, 2 for the sides, 1 for the top. So let's see if I can pinch these off. You know, the problem for me with the weighing business on all of this is that most of the quick sculpting tips I learned from Timbo, and he doesn't weigh a thing. He just shows you how to like measure it, compare it to your hand size and stuff like that. So I think I've just gotten so used to doing that. Unless I'm doing a big wedding order or something and I need everything to match, then I will slow down and take the time to weigh it so that I can pre-cut everything and wrap it so that everything is the same size. Okay, now this is so cute. So on the dolphin, on the back, they took their knife and do you see how it is here? I'm going to turn it like this, and they sliced into it. I was like, because I was thinking, well, that's not enough pieces. So they sliced into it, and then they bent this out and kind of made these a little bit pointy. In the picture, that's what it looks like. Okay. So we got that. We're good with that. I think that looks nice. I'm going to turn it even a little bit more for the back. Okay. All right. Now let's do our fins. Now they show it like a teardrop, like this. They show 2 like that. Let's see what that looks like. You guys okay with this? You doing all right? Is anybody trying to do this with me, or are you just watching? So I've got 2 teardrops, and then it literally looks like they just flattened them. So I'm going to use my thumb and just do what I think I'm supposed to do and flatten that. All right. And hopefully they're pretty close. I mean, they're going to be on opposite sides of the shape anyway, but I think they look pretty good. All right. I'm going to just give a little more point to it by shaping it with my thingamajiggy. All right, just so I get a little bit more of that pointy shape there. All right, and then hopefully these are still wet enough I can just attach them. And it looks like it's like a 1/4 of an inch behind the eye. The skinny part goes up on the aqua, and then you've got this here. This is kind of fun. We should have more challenge nights. Do you guys like this? Is this even something that you like? To see if we can actually duplicate it. I always thought it would be great to have a TV show where, let's do the other one on the other side, about a 1/4 of an inch behind the eye, attach it. And this is so soft. That's why I'm not having to use water or edible glue. But if yours are coming off, just go back and use a little water. I always thought it would be fun to have a TV show like that movie, Julia, where she takes however many days and tries to make all the Julia Child's recipe. The Julia Child recipes from Julia Child's cookbook. Did you guys ever see that movie? I thought it would be something really fun to set up challenges in our cookie realm like that. All right, so there's my 2 fins. Now I got to do the top. Teresa says I'm doing great. Elisa says he's adorable. So far, so good. Debbie says he's darling. Hopefully he'll come out cute enough that I can use him in the collaboration. All right, now in the picture, it shows a teardrop. It looks like they flattened it, and then it looks like they did this to make it pointy because, you know, a dolphin on the top has that point. And then it looks like they just cut it straight across and then attached it. Theirs is even a little pointier than mine. Mine might be a little too cartoony looking, but we'll see. Now I'm just going to round mine a little bit before I put it on. And we're going to attach it. It looks like it's just a smidge behind where you attach this in the book. Like, I don't know where it is in real life. We could always check it on a real dolphin picture. I don't really like my top fin, but I like everything else about this little guy. He's really cute. All right, how'd I do, guys? Except that top. Can I just fix that top? Because I don't like that at all. It doesn't look, look, I'm just going to show you what I'd really do if what they say to do doesn't work. I know I can cut this with these super sharp scissors and get the shape I want. So I'm going to do that. I shouldn't show you all my bad habits, but sometimes it works, you know? Sometimes that's what you need to do. And is this the dorsal fin? Is that what this is actually called, you guys? Or is a dorsal fin specific to a particular aquatic animal? Make this go up a little higher. The picture in the book actually looks a little bit like a shark. Plus this fondant is soft. I think with modeling paste or even using the It's All Royal that May puts out, it would be stiffer. So he's really, I'm going to have to watch it and make sure it doesn't dry funny. But look how cute. It is adorable, huh? I think I did okay. Now that I've done one, I could probably whip it out. I could probably do these much faster, but how cute is that? How you do the tail and the belly. So it's not hard. He's adorable. I would say that I do agree skill level is easy on this, even if you haven't done it before. I think that I think you could do it, but I would use paste or the It's All Royal Sculpting royal icing because he's just too soft. I'm going to lay him over my spray bottle that I use. I'm going to lay him over my spray bottle to dry so that he'll have a curve, and then I'll photograph him tomorrow. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to lay it over like this so his tail will hang off and he can dry like that. Probably put it on a stick so it looks like it's coming up out of the water. And that fin's gonna, I like that fin much better like that. And let me curve his little tail. All right, well, how do you think I did, guys? How'd we do? Oh yeah, totally, you could put him over the rolling pin. I just don't have one handy. So I'm gonna do it over this because this is what I have. I could even do him over, you know what might even be better, Debbie? He might be even better over my mason jar. Oh, that's even better. Then I can pose his, let me smooth this out. Smooth this because I don't want those ridges right there, right? We want that to look a little softer since it's a cartoony one. And let's turn let's see which way his head is better this way. And I think he might be better coming, although I can flip the picture on the computer, but he might be cuter coming in this way. So I might turn his tail this way. Do you guys like that? All right, you want to see what he looks like on here drawing? And I'll show you a finished picture tomorrow, but I'm going to set it to the side so that I don't wreck anything on him. Let's look at some comments. You guys let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to be seeing you tomorrow night if you're in the wildflower class. Now, if you can't watch it tomorrow night, it's fine, but don't forget about it. You really need to come back and you need to do your background icing early in the morning and get it in a dehydrator so it's stiff enough to be able to do the tissue transfer method, okay? You need to make sure that you either do it tomorrow night, and you can do it right now if you want to based off the cards that I gave you for your icing. But I'd like for you to wait and do it with me because I tell you how to do the measurements to mark your card up. All right, I'm going to put the tools up. Oh, there's my metal ball tools. You could use metal ball tools too, guys, for that. I just didn't see it earlier, but I just saw it when I was putting stuff up. Oh, he's so cute. And I like him with the one thing I do want to tell you. Remember, this was the sparkle pearl. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but in person, it looks like I sprayed him with diamond dust, even in the turquoise part. Can you see that sparkle? I mean, I think you can see it on camera, but in person, you definitely can tell that it's pearlized, and you can see the pearlized even though it's teal, even though I colored it. It's really pretty. So you guys might have to give that a try too, okay? All right. All right, let's see what we did up here. Oh, wow, there's a lot of comments rolling through here. Let's see if I missed any questions. Okay, thank you. Dee Dee says she loves it. Sharon says he's cute. What do y'all want to name him? We should name him something, right? Thank you, Mary Jean. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Well, at least I followed the directions. That means she's a good author. I don't know if that makes me a good student necessarily, that I did a good job, but the book is easy to follow. I think you guys should look into the book. And if you have questions about it, you can always ask Jean. Thank you, Whoopi. Hey, Janie. You can ask Jean. I'm sure she'd be able to tell you some other books too if you're more advanced than the beginner level or easy. Hey, Julie. There's a frog in the book, Julie. Do you want to do the frog one night? Okay, so I used fondant because the only white that I had here was the shimmer fondant, and I didn't want to open the big tub of Cake Duchess modeling paste, but modeling paste or the moldable royal icing that we've been trying in the group that May sells, that's from Ma Baker, those are thicker, stiffer, and they're not going to be as soft once you get your sculpting done. Like, you can set it in place and start sculpting on it and smooth it, whatever, and it's going to stay right where it's supposed to. You can see the sparkle, Debbie. It's really cute. I don't know. What do you want to name him, Mary Jean? I think I didn't know you could see the sparkle if you colored it because we hadn't colored it before, but it is very pretty. Yeah, it's neat, right? He has that whole shimmer look to him. He's really pretty. I think I made his head funky, though. I think I touched him. I put too much pressure on his head. Let me roll that back a little bit. You see, there's a point, you guys, where you got to just walk away. You got to just leave him and walk away and know that it doesn't need to look exactly like the picture, which is something I have a terrible time with. Okay, so let's talk about, let me see if there's any questions. Let me see if there's any questions on here. I don't think there is, though. I think I caught everything. I'm just not seeing all of the questions that pop through from my personal page. We share to my personal page every live stream, but sometimes I don't see all the questions that are coming from there. But tonight it looks like I did. Okay, so if you guys are good, tomorrow night is Friday. It's going to be June 23rd. We're going to have a prep video in the Wildflower Seed Packet class group. And then I won't see you again. I mean, unless I can't work on the thing I've been working on and I just need to put some nervous energy somewhere, I won't see you again until next Tuesday night. Well, my class group, I'll see you Saturday from 4 to 7. We're going to have class. And then as soon as class is over, which I expect this one to take about 2.25 hours, and then we'll pop right over to the Zoom live stream. And I'm going to set up the Zoom link either tonight or in the morning, depending on how finicky the computer's getting. But tell me over in the comments real quick, you guys. Let me know. It shows more comments down here. Hold on, let me look. What do you want to name him? Morris? Flipper? Janie likes frogs too, Julie. So maybe we should do that frog. Okay, so tell me over in the comments, you guys. Let me see if there's anything else here. Oh, I like that too. That's very pretty. Calypso. Okay, so, but it makes me think circus. Calypso. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to name him, but we will name him. Okay, so was I just about to tell you? See you tomorrow night. And we'll do a frog soon if you guys want to. In the group, we'll do a frog. Love that book. You guys grab that. I'm going to look for some other modeling books that we can do a challenge and maybe have a few of you on. And we'll all, maybe 4 of us can make the challenge animal. And I'll just have us each in a different corner of the screen. Would you guys like that? That would be fun, right? Shimmer. I like shimmer or your glitter. Jacques Cousteau. I don't know. He might have. He might have. I don't know. Coral. Well, maybe a different color. Hey, Maxine, how in the world are you? I don't know. You guys keep thinking on that, but let me know over in the comments if you could quickly before we end it, because there's still a bunch of you here. Let me know if you enjoyed this kind of like old style cookie cam type video where we're playing it fast and loose here and we're using something as like a challenge card, or if you'd rather see more structured tutorials on our second live stream of the week. But let me know over in the comments, you guys. There's a bunch of you here, so start typing. There'll be about a 10-second delay, and after that delay, I'll read through the comments and then we'll end the video, okay? And it says he had a boot, a boat. He had, does that say boat? I think it says boat. Let me see what it says when it comes up. Nadine is saying, oh, wait, here we go. Let's get up here. Let's get up to this one. Nadine, somebody is saying that he did have a boat named Calypso. All right. Nadine is saying she likes this type of video. Facebook user is saying, I like to mix it up with stuff like this. Okay. Holly's saying this was fun. Renee liked both. Okay. So you're okay if we just keep trying different things. You're good. Debbie, you too. All right. That's awesome. Okay. Well, I appreciate you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed that little gnome countdown video. If you haven't caught up with your gnomes, I'm hoping that video inspires you to get caught up so that you'll have all 12 of the gnomes and 12 of the florals when it's done. And I'm going to show you how to use an app on your phone. If you've been photographing them, I'm going to show you an app on your phone where you can put it together to make a collage. Thank you guys. I'm so glad you liked this. Myra has to get caught up. Myra, thank you for sending this to me. I hope this is what you wanted us to use it for. So fun. Had a great time tonight, you guys. I will see my class group Friday night and Saturday afternoon. I'll see everybody else on Tuesday unless I can't work on the thing I'm supposed to be working on. And then I'll see you sooner because I'll need to come up with something to do to keep my hands busy so I don't get nervous that I'm not working on the thing I'm supposed to be working on. Okay. All right, you guys have a great night. Be safe. And we will talk to everyone soon. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Appreciate you guys so much. It didn't end.